Alright guys, we're back with another Reddit story. This time, I'm a little conflicted, and I'll tell you why. It's because I personally have a certain view about this, but the comments say otherwise. And I'm going to read the story, I'm going to give you guys my opinion. We're going to go over some of the comments, and then you guys are going to let me know what you think in the comment section. So this story is titled, Am I the a-hole for what I said to my BF after what he said to me? Hi, the other night I, 25F, had a shower and noticed a lump in my breast. I was freaking out as my family has a history of breast cancer. When my BF 32M got home, I said to him I was worried because found a lump and asked him to feel it. He said he couldn't feel anything, so I was feeling to show him where to feel for it, and he said to me, God, it's so hot when you feel yourself. I felt hurt and angry at him saying that because I feel like he cared more about his dick than he did me. After he said that, I just got my things and left. I didn't want to be around him. When I came back, I told him that we needed to have a talk and reconsider being in a relationship together. He thinks that I'm overreacting and overthinking what he said and that he loves me and cares about me. Am I the a-hole for saying this to him? Edit. Thanks for the replies. I just wanted to add a few details. We've been dating 4 years and he knew about my family's history of cancer. The ultrasound showed it is a complex cyst and I am getting a biopsy next week. Honestly, I don't think you're an a-hole having the reaction that you did, seeing as cancer is a very serious matter. My opinion is that I think that he is right in that you are overreacting for him making a joke. Again, it is not something that should be joked about, but he was just making a joke. And if you're willing to break up with him because he made a mistake, in my opinion, I don't think that that's fair. It seems to me like there are other things at play here that you aren't telling us about, and it's not about you guys dating for 4 years. Is he constantly like this and this is just that final straw that made you reconsider the relationship, or has he been a good boyfriend to you for the last 4 years and you're just willing to throw all that away? Like, that's what I'm concerned about, because people make mistakes and nobody's perfect. Should he have made that joke? Of course not. But should you end the relationship because of it? No, I don't think so, especially not if he's been a good boyfriend to you for 4 years. This is just a mistake on his part. The comments have a very different opinion than I do. Top comment says, this man will drop you like a hot potato if you have to have surgery on your boobs or if you have to have chemo and lose your hair. His first reaction when you're worried and upset that you may have found the first stage of cancer is to loudly tell you it turns him on. He said it loud and clear, your body's for my pleasure, first and foremost. He also lacks any sort of tact or EQ. There's a reason in sickness and in health is written onto marriage vows, and he's just showing you that he won't be prioritizing you if you get sick, not the a-hole. Again, I agree she's not the a-hole, but assuming that this guy is just the worst of the worst and is gonna drop her like a hot potato if something happens to her based off of one post, off of one interaction they had, is just wrong. You don't know this guy. You don't know how this guy really is. People make mistakes. This is what I hate about a lot of people online and people on Reddit. In a lot of people's eyes, you have to be perfect. You can't make one mistake. Look, I saw a post yesterday on Reddit about some guy saying that his friends dropped him because he didn't know that the word Eskimo was a slur. Your friends are willing to drop you because you made a mistake, then they weren't your friends to begin with. If your significant other is willing to drop you because you made a mistake like this, then maybe that person is not worth being around. Again, there's a lot of context missing here. We don't know what kind of relationship they've had in the last 4 years. So we can't judge. We can't just say, yeah, drop him because he only cares about your body. He made an insensitive joke. Or maybe it's just that I'm the asshole. Maybe I am an asshole. But no one can sit here and say that they're perfect and that they've never made a mistake and they expect the same from their friends and their significant others. People really act holier than thou. Like, it just baffles my mind that right away these people are willing to tell you to drop your 4-year relationship because somebody made a mistake. Here's another comment. So let me see if I'm getting this. Your family has a history of breast cancer susceptibility. You found what you believe to be a lump. Scared and worried, you ask your boyfriend to help you tell if this is bad or not, and he chooses that moment to make a sexual comment regarding you're searching for possible tumors. Wow, definitely not the a-hole. I'm thinking this conversation is more than necessary. Willing to throw away 4 years. Again, these people are willing to tell this person to throw away 4 years over a simple mistake. These are the kind of people that you don't want around you. You wouldn't want to be friends with people like this, because just like the other comment said that he would drop her like a hot potato, these people will do the same to their friends and family. These are the kind of people that don't talk to their families over political views. I have specific political views that I believe in, and my mother's political views are very different. Yet my mother and I have a great relationship. A lot of these people don't have a relationship with their parents because of who they voted for or what they believe believe in. They hate their parents despite the fact that their parents did the best they could and raised them without them having to struggle or having a roof over their heads. Yet they will drop their parents because their parents believe in something that they don't. The reply to this said, don't forget that he doubled down with your overreacting. I'm so often amazed that people react defensively or even aggressively rather than acknowledge the other person. This boyfriend could just have said, I hear you're upset. I gather my remark didn't land the way I intended. Ideally, he'd add an apology, but that isn't necessary if his ego won't stretch that far. Just keep the communication open. Yeah, maybe he could have apologized and said, I'm sorry, I understand you're upset and that wasn't my intention. But he also did, according to her, say that he does love her and cares about her. A lot of people just don't know how to react in those situations. Again, he dropped the ball, he made a mistake, and he dropped the ball again with the way that he said that she's overreacting, but that he does care about her. And again, OP isn't an a-hole for having those feelings because they're valid, because of the family history with cancer. But to want to drop a 4-year relationship for a comment made in poor taste, I don't know if that's correct. But again, maybe I'm the asshole and I have no empathy and no sympathy. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know and let's have this conversation. Peace.